I would like to invite to the stage Mr. Philip Mezey, who is the President and CEO of Itron elp-dtech's Diamond sponsor. Mr. Mezey has spoken at our keynote for several years. He was appointed President and Chief Executive Officer and named to Itron's Board of Directors on January 1st of 2013. He has served the company in several capacities in his career at Itron, including Chief Operating Officer for Itron's Global Energy segment, where he was responsible for the operations of Itron's electricity and gas business around the world. Please help me welcome Mr. Philip Mezey.
Good morning, everyone. So this year's theme, Focus on the Future. Let's talk about how we're going to get there, how innovation occurs. Innovation really occurs not just with the introduction of new technology. It's really the intersection of technology, policy, and economics. Those three things have to come together in order to effectively allow us to change. I want to give you just a very quick example in lighting and then take us back to the grid. Such an interesting thing happened. Of course, you recognize an LED light in which this amazing new technological breakthrough made it possible for us to light so much more efficiently. And what happened, this graph is a little hard to read. The graph on the left-hand side shows you the efficiency of LED lights. This efficiency gain was made possible with policy support that encouraged the development of this market. And as that market developed and became more efficient, the economics you see on the right-hand side, the cost of an LED light fell dramatically. And that dramatic falling of price has led to a very strong adoption curve. Why is this important to us? Because as we take a look at what's possible with the grid, there is so much for us to work on, looking at how efficient technology drives efficiency, which drives economics. 3 to 7% of electricity, 1 to 3% of gas, and 30% of water are wasted in the distribution of electricity, gas, and water. There's a tremendous opportunity to create more efficient grids, to deal with the changing commercial challenges that you all face, and to deal with the rising expectations of your customers. We've spent a tremendous amount of money. Teresa just talked about the investment that's going into the grid, and we're doing pretty well at building a grid that senses and communicates, and we're making that more robust all the time. We're bridging from radio frequency communications, power line carrier, cellular communications to build more robust networks. We call it adaptive communications, in which we can choose the path. We're integrating powered devices with battery-powered devices. We're making sensors that are ever more sensitive. We're collecting lots of data. You hear a lot about big data. But this really poses some challenges as we look ahead to the future and think about where the grid is moving. And our real opportunity together is to build on this very solid foundation that we've put together to build something that we call the active grid, which is more than just sensing and communicating, more than just passing information back, but actually the ability to embed intelligence into the grid devices themselves, to move that intelligence out to the edge, to deal with the distributed challenge that you're all facing with your electric, gas, and water grids, and ultimately to be able to embed enough intelligence into the edge device so that decisions can be made in real time as events change on the edge of the grid. And this is possible, this kind of active grid technology is possible because the innovation is out there, the technology is out there, but the price of that technology has fallen very, very dramatically to enable this sort of technological change. And we are gaining nationally and around the world more and more policy support all the time in order to look at the kinds of investments that we need to make in this technology to meet the challenges in the future. So as we think about the conference theme, focusing on the future really is now. This technology is available today. I hope that you'll have the opportunity in visiting with us and with all of the other suppliers that are here at the conference to understand how you can put together technology, policy, and economics in order to really drive innovation. Thank you very much. Enjoy the conference.